Good morning, students. As you already completed your chapter measures of central tendency, that was mean, median, mode, which uh, depicts the central tendency of the values, and the average is, that is, average value which represents the whole data, median, the item which is situated or the located in the middle, that also represents the whole data, as well as the mode which is more frequent or more mostly liked by the people, or that we can say which is largest one. So one thing you see in it, that represents the whole data around which all the variables of the variable are clustered. That clustering around it, that is, on the other hand, we can say that is surrounding it, and that lies in the middle, either on the basis of value or on the basis of location. And that from that middle value, that central tendency, that average, the given data or the variables, value of the variables, are some variable values are less than that average and some values are more than that average. You know it very well, remember it and recall your memory. Now we are going to study the next advance over the central tendency, because central tendency is not enough to study all things, everything, and the true and correct things, and that we study in this unit which we are going to start, that is dispersion, measures of dispersion. The literary meaning of dispersion is the distance, the deviation, range, vistar. What is the difference between 1 and 2? That we will study in it. That is condensation of data. Now, here we will try to learn how the mass data can be made meaningful and understanding. Whatever data being collected, that raw data is there, mass data is there. If the data is presented to you, what can you derive from it? Nothing. But because you have no more objectives to what to derive. So how to make it meaningful and understandable? The several studies are made. As previously we have already learned, to calculate the averages, that is measures of central tendency, which is that values, that average is the representative of the whole data. Now, the deviations between the largest and smallest item of the series, that is called measures of central tendency, measures of dispersion. A very small story is there that is given in your book, but I am going to tell you that story in Hindi in my own words. There was a family, एक फैमिली थी, उसमें कुल 5 मेंबर्स थे, हस्बैंड, वाइफ और बच्चे. And they are walking, they were traveling towards the jungles, crossing the streams, crossing the rivers, etc. And they wanted to reach the another village which was at the far. इन बिटवीन दैट ट्रेवलिंग, उस बीच में एक उनके रास्ते में एक नदी पड़ती, छोटी नदी, नहर जिसको बोल सकते। नाउ द हेड ऑफ द फैमिली वाज लिटिल बिट मैथमेटिशियन, थोड़ी गणित जानता था। एंड देन ही रीच्ड इन द मिडिल ऑफ दैट स्मॉल रिवर, which depth was not so depth, that is he reached there, और उसकी गहराई नापा उसने। गहराई नापने के बाद उसने देखा कि 4 फीट की गहराई है और हम लोग नदी क्रॉस कर सकते हैं। Then he turned to his family and took the length of height of each member and then determine the average of it. उसका उसने एक एवरेज निकाला, and average height is determined as 5 feet. 5 फीट की उसने अपनी एवरेज हाइट निकाल ली। अब किसी को तैरना भी नहीं आता, and while crossing that river, few members of the family drowned. Why? ऐसा हुआ क्यों? Is that average is sufficient for every objectives, every activities or every work? क्या वो sufficient है? ऐसा हुआ क्यों? Because the height of the some members are less than the 5 feet. Some members are higher, more than 5 feet. किसी की 6 फीट रही होगी, किसी की 3 ही फीट रही होगी। उसने वो वैल्यूज निकाल दी और एवरेज निकाला 5 फीट आगे। और आप तो क्रॉस कर लेंगे सारे लोग, 4 ही फीट तो कह रही है, 5 फीट एवरेज है। That is not sufficient. So averages or means or central tendency does not depicts the true position of the values, true degree of the values. उसकी सही डिग्री वो नहीं बता सकता। It does not gives any information about the spread of the actual values around. And earlier I stated that in the average, you see the some values are less than average, some values are more than average. And this you can understand by taking one example. First you see what is the dispersion. Dispersion shows the extent to which various values of the series tend to disperse. Disperse mean at which distance they are located. What is the distance between that one? Disperse from each other. एक दूसरे से कितनी दूरी पर, at what distance each and every values are presented, at what difference, at what is the distance between these two. दोनों के बीच में दूरियां कितनी है? जैसे आजकल चल रहा है 2 गज की दूरी, मास्क है जरूरी। Why this distance? To keep the corona away. That is the distance. That is called distance. So what is the distance between these values, each other from the average? Average value is there. What is the deviation or difference from the average of each values? ये हर value average से कितनी दूरी पर है? Or we can say the degree to which, degree means that extent, कितना, degree to which numerical data tend to, झुकाव, tend to spread, that is range, mean हिंदी फैलाव, spread about an average value is called the variation or dispersion. This is called dispersion. In very simple words, dispersion mean distance or variation or deviation from one value to other value. In the very simple word, again understand it, the largest value and smallest value. What is the, suppose 10 is the highest value, 1 is the smallest value, the difference between these two is 9. That is called dispersion. If the second value is 2, maximum is 10, the 2 and 10 between the difference is 8. So that is called deviation. Now you just understand it, the actual meaning of it, how the average is same but the values are different and one cannot judge, one cannot derive the real position of it. As it is given in your book, the one example, there are 3 colonies XYZ and 4 family members are there, and every family member, every family having some kids or children. And see here, that is X, Y and Z and family. These are the colonies. And XYZ colonies and number of children in it. Family number 1, 2, 3 and 4. One number family in the X colony 3, in the Y colony 1 and 2. Second number family, 3 children, 2 and 1. Third number family having 3 children, 3 and 1. And fourth number family 3, 6 and 8. See, in every colony there are 12 children. And find the average children of every family member in all these colonies. That is, average is 3, 3, 3. 12 divided by 4. What can you find? The average of the average children of each family in each colonies are equal 3. Then we can make a decision that every family is having the 3 children. But is it true? See the variation in the values. In the first X colony, every family member is having 3 children. But in the second Y colony, family number 1 is having only 1, and 2 is 3, and 1 is having 6. This is the variation. And in this case, this is the variation. Now, how it is similar? These values are varying even though averages are equal. So, average does not give the correct information to us about the spread of the actual values. This spread of actual values, it does not give. This is the one simple example we have taken. Now, some objectives and usefulness of this one, you just go through your book and read it. Now we are coming on the measures of dispersion variation. Now, dispersion or variability of the data can be measured with the help of number of measures, and that is basically 2 measures are there: absolute measures and relative measures. The absolute measure means when dispersion of the series is expressed in the terms of the original unit of the series, that is presented in the original units. So we study it, and these absolute measures can be expressed in the terms of original units with the help of their absolute measures may be divided into the several measures. That is, the very first is called deviation distance measure. Mean on the basis of distance, the dispersion can be measured under the absolute measure, that is range and quartile deviation. Range means large difference between the largest and smallest value of that series. We will see it first. You see, understand this one, and the second measure in the absolute measures is called average deviation measure. I mean, first of all, we will find the averages, that is central tendency, either mean, median, or mode, and then after we will calculate it. That is called mean deviation. Mean deviation can be measured with the central tendency, either mean or median or by mode. Whereas the standard deviation is the modern technique of ascertaining the deviation or dispersion, that is only by taking the basis of the average mean. So this is one, and this is very important nowadays. It's very important for the further studies also, for the further chapter also. Now second is called relative measures. It is not the separate measures based on the absolute measure also, but it is presented in the relative orders, the variations in the certain relations, and that is, it is expressed in variation of data in terms of some relative value or percentage. That is called relative measures, under which we ascertain. So first we have to ascertain absolute measure, then relative measures. Both we will calculate it. Range, then we will ascertain the coefficient of range. Quartile deviation, we will ascertain the coefficient of quartile deviation. Mean deviation, coefficient of mean deviation, and standard deviation, coefficient of standard deviation. Now see what is range. We will see the range. First we will see the range. Range in both series, individual, discrete, and continuous series. Range. This is called absolute measure. Under absolute measure, in the individual series, in your book, one example is given. I am taking one example of your book, that is given 3897, 3891, 3469, 3661, 3692, 3268, now 2697, 2200, 2145, and 2653, 2598, and 3548, 842, 842. Now to find the range, first of all, in this series, you have to find, you have to search, you have to trace which one is the largest one, which is the lowest one. In this, you see, the largest one is 3897. This is the upper limit, and lowest one is the, I think, 2145. This is the lowest one. Upper or largest one is 145. Look, 3897, and this is 2145. Largest and smallest. Then find it. This is called highest one. You can say highest and smallest. So range is equal to highest minus smallest equal to 3897 minus 2145. It is 1752. This is the range. Now relative measure C in the same, it may not be given in your book, the relative measure of it. That is coefficient of range. See, the formula is highest minus smallest upon highest plus smallest. So 3897 minus 2145 upon 3897 plus 2145. This is called coefficient relative measure. It can be presented. Now see, in the diffuse series, in discrete series, the same measures ascertaining the range. The formula, this example is given in the discrete series, absolute measures range in discrete series. It is given 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. Size. This is called size. Frequencies. It is given 1, 4, 10, 14. 15, 6, 7, 20. So in this case, to find the range, there is no need of frequency. See, in the size, the lowest one is 9 and highest is the 16. So range is equal to highest minus smallest, that is 16 minus 9, range is 7. This is under the discrete series. Now in the continuous series, how to ascertain the range? First of all, the continuous series, we will take the mid value of the series, its class interval, continuous series, range, as question is given, 60, 62, 62, 60, 62, 62, 64, 64, 66, 66, 68, 68, 70, 70, 72, 72, 74. This is the class interval size. Tax payment is given. Tax payment. In 100 rupees, is it? 100 rupees. Rupees 100. Frequencies of it given, number of shopkeepers. Number of shopkeepers. That is called frequency. It is given 10, 36, 84. 10, 36, 84. 54, 16. 54. Oh, it is 63, 65. Let me correct it. 63, 65. 66. 68. 69. 71, 72, 74. It is given exclusive series, not inclusive series. See it. It is given exclusive series, not inclusive series. So 54 and last is 16. So in order to find this one, how to find the range in the continuous series? The first is range is equal to C. Range is equal to difference between the mid value of lower class interval and upper mid value of the highest class interval. That is highest and lowest mid values classes. The lowest is this one and highest is. When you find it, the very first method is simple method. Method number 1, it is said you just see the mid value of this one. Mid value निकाल लेते हैं. Just ascertain the mid value. This one mid value is what? $61. $61. Now as it is given, only this one will be calculated or this one. How range can be calculated? Range can be calculated by finding the difference. That is difference between the mid value of lowest and highest class interval. This is the method number 1. Because either you take this one or exclusive series, in the same case this will reflect the same, it will repeat the same answer. Now see, lowest class interval mid value of lowest class interval is 60 plus 62 upon 2, it's 61, and highest mid value of highest class interval, that is 72 plus 74 upon 2, it is 73. Now range is equal to highest mid value minus lowest mid value, that is 1200 rupees 1200. This is the range. Now further some more formulae we will see it later in the next class. Now it is, have a good day. Thank you.